Okay, so this is a new scenario. This is called please do not publish my pictures online. Attila is gonna be the criminal, cyber criminal, and Douglas is gonna be the victim. Just as a reminder, Scott, please recognize the emotions, blood, the needs, and motivators from both each parties. Floating verbal cues, and if you can recognize the NI tools, perhaps provide which one create the most impact on both of them. And Andre, get information and any black swan that maybe someone used or didn't use. 10 minutes start now.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Who's this?
We got all your information from your laptop.
Oh, you're the guys that got me locked out of my laptop. Thanks.
Oh, so you know about it.
Oh, yeah. I just tried to log in.
What do you think?
What do I think?
Yeah. Were we smart enough to break the codes on your laptop and all the passwords and things like that? Do you think we're good enough?
Why did you do this to me?
Man, what do you think? Money.
You're a smart guy.
Have to be. Have to be these days.
So tell me about yourself. How long you been into computers?
Well, why would I tell you?
No, I'm just curious.
Why would I tell you my system?
Well, I'm too dumb to get it. There's no way I'm gonna be able to hack this and fix this. I might have to throw this laptop away, honestly.
Well, we can help you with that. So how much money you got?
How much money I have?
Yeah.
Tell you what. You tell me how you got into computers, and I'll tell you how much money I have. Is that a deal?
We have to see the money first. All right, man, I don't have much time. We need $10,000. If you send it today, it's a deal. If not, all your information gonna be exposed.
Huh.
And
all my information?
All your information, yeah. All your pictures, location pictures, and you know what's on it.
Let me ask you a question. How am I gonna know if I give you the 10K, you're not gonna call me up and do the same thing tomorrow?
That's a really good question. That's a really good question. Yeah. Well, we do this for a long time. You may gonna ask if I have previous customers who were happy with us, but I'm not gonna give that to you. So
you got a better business bureau rating of like 5.0 or something like that, or?
No, we don't share information unless the customer doesn't pay. So yeah, you're probably not trusting us after this, but that's how the business works. If you don't pay, your content gonna be exposed. If you pay, it won't be exposed. It's up to you if you trust me or not.
Yeah, but how am I supposed to do that if I don't know that you're gonna say I agree to the 10K? How do I know you're not gonna come back?
Well, we can mail your laptop back to you. All the information.
Other than money, what do you need?
Well, I'm good. I'm good. It's kind of fun for me to do this and get
Oh.
money easy. It's kind of an easy business. So I'm good.
So when
Thank
you're a little kid and you're growing up in Romania and hanging out, and you started playing with computers, and
Romania? Where is that coming from?
oh, I don't know. I was just guessing. I'm guessing Eastern Europe here somehow.
Oh,
Where are you
okay.
from? Not Romania.
No, no, but close. But close by.
Hmm.
Close by.
So tell me, how did you get into this? Were you just like, watching computer games and said, "Hey, man, that's fun"?
Man, I'm not in a business to talk about childhood. We make $10,000 here today. If not,
Hmm.
then we told you what's gonna happen. So
Well, what if I didn't care? What if I decide, okay, it's just not worth the 10K to me?
I do this every day. I have other 5 people in line to call.
What would it take for you to just give me back my laptop and walk away?
Well, you're a difficult customer, man. So wh- why would I do that? Why would I do that?
Hmm.
I mean,
Well, yeah, I'm curious. I just want to know what it would take.
well, we never gonna get caught by the police or anything. It's not a big amount. So
No, I
it,
don't doubt it. I don't think you're ever going to get caught. I think you're a really sharp guy.
yeah. So why would I give you a discount?
Well, I'm
I
not
mean,
looking for a discount. I'm looking for what else I could give you, because I don't think I'm going to give you 10K. I'm going to be honest.
so how much
I'm going
money?
to be honest with you. I'm gonna be open and honest with you. You've called me up and out of the blue, and I'm not the kind of guy that likes being cornered, and you're cornering me right now.
Well, I'm not the good guy. I'm the bad guy. So I'm just doing what I need to do.
Bad guy?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it seems like you probably have a family to take care of or something like that. Why would you do this otherwise? Or you just enjoy it?
Well, you have to make a living somehow, right?
Fair.
It's easier than go to work and listen to bosses and
Oh, I'm
go,
with you, man.
go to work on Saturday.
Bosses suck, don't they?
Yeah, on Easter Saturday, go to work 5 in the morning and things like that. Who wants to
Yeah.
do? You can do this easy online, but you making my day difficult. So you don't want to pay, and
Well, that's why I'm asking. Is there something else I could give you? Because this, frankly, right now, I'm not inclined to give you the money.
well, if I asking for your car, then that doesn't gonna work, right? So if you have a swimming pool, what can I do with that? I mean,
Well,
it's probably worth more than 10K, and uh, I don't see anything else here would work.
do you like real estate?
Yeah, you have a house for 10,000.
No. I'm talking about coaching in terms of real estate investing. I could help you with that.
Oh, coaching. So how would
Think
that
about
work?
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So imagine this. Imagine you, instead of doing this gig, you learn how to invest in real estate.
So when the question goes back to you the same as you gave me in the beginning,
Hmm.
how would I trust you? You teaching me the good thing since probably you mad at me. I stole your information. I'm gonna expose it everywhere. So how do I know you're not making me learning the stuff what doesn't work or something?
Yeah, I fear that's a fair question. I can see why you'd be concerned about making that deal.
You know what? Do you have 5,000?
Hmm. How am I supposed to do that?
You said you're in real estate and you don't have 5,000.
Hmm. Oh, it's a trust issue with us, isn't it? How do I know you're not coming back tomorrow?
Tough, tough call.
All right, time. I was about to pause in 5 minutes, but there was good things you did, so I decided not to. Before we go into the before we go into each review, just want to see from Andre. Andre, did you capture any information that perhaps Douglas could use it? If you can summarize very quick some good intel that Douglas can use from this point.
Um, I see how the victim um, took control of the situation and turned it the other way around. I was looking at, oh, he used mirror, he used label, he neutralized the negative. I was looking through that he used all these methods.
Got it. Uh, Florian, any info? I think which one did I assign? Any verbal cues that he react or Attila react when he was faced with?
I have to rename Douglas as Douglas the Black Mamba. That's
Yeah.
the feeling I had. I mean, bloody hell. I wrote it down, tonality, assertive, in control all the time. And was a bit funny close to the end, where he played on empathy about the boss. Oh man, I believe you. You don't want to work hard and you want to work as a entrepreneur or something like that. Uh, he nearly recruit Attila. Also, I have here mirrors, labels, calibrated questions for each of them. And if at the beginning Douglas was uh, using a lot of mirrors and labels, I mean, mostly mirrors, few labels, uh, forward into discussion, he used a lot of calibrated questions. While Attila, from what I heard, he was only with calibrated questions, and some of them started with why, which is not necessarily bad, but it's not ideal either. Again, going back to Douglas, my only question to Douglas is why you are not doing business with, I don't know, Bill Gates or the other guy from Amazon or whatever, because
Just need more time.
yeah, yeah, you develop a
Yet.
different.
Not busy, not doing business with them yet. Always add the yet to that.
Yet, yeah. How long is going to take? But yeah, Black Mamba Douglas.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Florian,
Thank
any
you, Florian.
specific moment in which well, Attila maybe overreact or give you a non-verbal cue that he touched a nerve during the negotiation?
Attila and overreaction in the same sentence is hard to find.
There were a couple moments when he told
I had
something.
Yeah, about he somehow complained that he's working hard to hack these people. the big point for me was, and that was the turning point from my understanding, where Douglas empathized with Attila about the hard work and don't wanna listen the boss, and from there, from that point forward, I had the feeling they were about to become friends. And
Agree, disagree, Attila, on the assessment?
Uh, yeah, yeah. Should we ask Douglas first after the mock?
We're gonna ask him in the end, actually, after a little more information was provided. So the emotional guy, Scott, did you pick any specific emotions that it was important in this mock?
I did, I think. Attila came right out of the gate with, do you think we're good enough? Do you think that we did it? Do you think he wanted to, so there was pride in his work that he had, as well as some self-doubt. And I think that somebody that does this kind of work probably has low self-esteem. He exhibited some signs of impatience throughout, which is impatience is a possible symptom of depression. So perhaps he was a little depressed. He liked to say, I'm the bad guy. I like it easy. Kind of like he's kind of mopey, kind of like almost maybe like he's doing this because maybe he has some other boss that's making him do it. Douglas was sarcastic. He was defensive. He was hard as a rock. Had his walls up and was on the attack. And both kind of like, the best offense is a good defense, and neither of them cracked. Douglas had a lot of dynamic silence that he used, but then he would break it himself, which is also some impatience. And yeah, that's really kind of all I got, though. I didn't really see anything else other than a feeling of, I don't really care about any of this from both of them.
No, that's a great observation in terms of emotions. And last, and Vlad, any needs or motivators that you recognize?
Yep. Well, first of all, by definition of this scenario, Douglas has a need for safety because the situation is threatening. And was that exposed much? I would say no. I didn't see any need for safety. I didn't see Douglas being scared at all. And that is very strange. So from this perspective, Attila probably would benefit from the client being scared and making a decision to pay money to go into safety. And I didn't see any of that. I don't know, fortunately and unfortunately, like that was expected and that was not there. Very unusual, I would say. By definition, Attila needs money, and essentially it's a need to gain, and it's a need to, it's sort of excitement about catching another fish, so to speak. And I didn't see that either. Attila was not that eager to to pressure, and that was also unexpected to me. Regarding to what was observed, I observed that Douglas wanted connection and trust, and that's explainable because the strategy, I think, was to get more information and build that connection. And yeah, thank you for confirming that, Douglas, and that you pretty much were kind of a little bit, you sound a little bit desperate about not knowing anything about the other side and not seeing like where the leverage is. Though leverage, interestingly, leverage could be implied. For example, Attila is doing risky business, so he might get caught. and there was no question about it. You decided, maybe you decided to kind of postpone that part because you wanted to build trust. Uh, at the same time, it could be leverage in terms of like, how do you do this business and not getting caught? Like, it should be a little bit of a loss aversion here. It's not like you're threatening, but more of like nurturing that. Okay, so that one. And it seems, I don't know, it's just my perception, Douglas. It feels like you wanted control.
100%. That's me as a person. And Scott's not wrong about me. I was really, if I'm in that situation, I'm angry. I retaliate, and so this is very a realistic response from me. I think from who I am as a person, that's how I would have responded. How dare you, kind of thing, and so that probably drove a lot of the negatives of how I responded in the negotiation. That would probably be pretty realistic for me.
Yeah, that makes sense. So that's what I feel like you need to have. You have the need for control, and you are looking for that actively where control is. And well, regarding Attila, I think Attila was defensive, and I would qualify as a need for autonomy. Like, it's not your business. I'm just doing my thing. You're doing your thing. Obviously, Attila exposed several times the need for making it quick, like time, time pressure. And I agree with Scott's observation that Attila sounded as a person who needed recognition. And not only recognition, Attila also exposed the need to be supported in terms of his resentment to the corporate, where he probably worked before and maybe didn't have a lot of success, and then he had to start this kind of thing because he found it more creative, more rewarding, and such. Yeah, thank you for confirming that, Attila. I'm watching closely to the reaction of when I'm talking right now, because this is what I'm trying to improve right now, to see the reaction of how people react to my words. Okay, well, that's what I noticed so far on a overall. Thank you.
Anyone has something to add to that? Because I think that Attila showed a couple of other things that perhaps someone picked
Yeah,
in terms of needs and motivations.
it, Douglas was good when he said, "You're pretty smart." So that's
Right
elevation.
at the
That
bat, yeah.
was excellent. Calibrated question was excellent when he said, "How can I trust you? It's not gonna happen tomorrow again. You're gonna come back." That made me thinking, and that was like, that's right. And he looked like, I made him thinking when I told everything gonna be exposed, and he was thinking and kind of losing his mind, what's gonna happen, or the pictures or whatever. And back to Florin, I used the why question because I was supposed to be like a normal guy.
Yeah.
So that's why I was kind of triggering him with the why question. And honestly, I didn't make it easy for him. I never let him to connect. He tried like 2-3 times at least. And but he was calm. And somehow I didn't feel to connect him much until the end, and that's why I gave him the half price, or the $5,000 reduction, and he wasn't really happy about that either. And he presented another question, what would work. Well, we were talking about cars, and he came up with the real estate. So probably if we would have go longer with this, probably I would have gave it to him for like 1,000 or 2,000. So That's how it felt from this seat.
I think one
I don't negotiate with terrorists.
there is one clue that I think Vlad said it, but I think I felt like Tila really needed the need to prove himself because he said he left his last job because horrible boss, something like that. He said that he want to find something that he enjoy, and what kind of gave it away was that he said it was he wants this one to work, and that was like the big information maybe to to leverage that Douglas.
If yeah,
No, I think he said he can do this for a living. He was trying to find something to do for a living that he enjoy. Um,
if Douglas, you would have go on the when I said I need to make it somehow, or I need to make a living. If you would have go on the need and stay on the need, then we could have go further.
he was going because at one point he was almost like offering coaching on real estate, and you were going alone. But at one point, something didn't work. Don't recall why.
In the beginning, when I said I need to make a living or something like that, at that time, if you would have focused on that one, and we could have go on that path, and probably a better, I would have give you probably more information.
Well, now hearing everything, the feedback that kind of gave you, Douglas, how do you think you did, or what you could have done different?
I think the strategy was definitely to elevate along the way. So I didn't want to, insult him or, hey, you're a scumbag for doing this. I didn't want to go down the insult line. I really was like, how am I going to get rapport with this guy? And so initially it was like, find out more about him. Did okay on that. Probably, I'm not sure in this scenario if I feel like I've had more time that this would have been, a 30-minute call. I might have had a much better outcome. Stalling for time essentially in this particular case. I don't know. Overall, pretty happy with how I responded. I didn't. I think I was probably too aggressive, which is probably my Achilles heel. I'm very very aggressive in what I do, and a little more active listening is probably always going to be present. So picking up more on that need and exploring that. So that would probably be the thing. If I do it over again, is probably a little bit more divorced from my own situation. I think doing better about disconnecting from my own situation and being more curious. Did okay, I think, for me on that, but probably could have did a lot better on that.
Were you able to capture all the points that we or each of us recognize, or is anything that you didn't see it?
I think the degree about the need and stressing that, I think was incredible feedback. And what Vlad was saying about, my emotional response is very accurate. So continued, although I didn't lose my temper, I felt red inside. I'll tell you that. I was really pissed off that somebody had the audacity to do this to me. So again, being cognizant of how you're responding to your 2-year-old or the monkey brain, croc brain stuff, where I was like, you son of a.
You don't corner me. I think
Yeah,
that's what you said, right?
I don't like that.
Well, that was a new scenario. Hope you like. We'll see.
That was
after
excellent,
that.
Freddie. That was a good choice. That's a really good.
Well, now the second part of that thing is going to be we 1, 2, 3, 3, 5, 6. I'm sorry, 7. I don't know how to count. So we're gonna do breakout rooms. Obviously, anyone wants someone specific or? Let me
I've
open
been up
the.
against. I don't know that I've ever been up against Douglas.
Oh, you want to go out against Douglas? Okay.
Sure.
Well, I want to see that.
Yeah, sure, we can do that. Let me assign.
I mean,
So Scott. So Attila, Andre.
There might be those on the call who don't want to go into a one-on-one situation and are uncomfortable with it. If you are, maybe Freddie, you might want to.
Yeah, are you comfortable, Andre?
Sorry,
Are you comfortable going with
with who?
Attila?
I'm okay.
Awesome.
that's not good news.
All right.
That's
I-
exactly the opposite.
I-
We shouldn't be comfortable with these situations.
Okay. It should be, yeah, you should be invited.
Yeah.
Hey, Blatt. Can you hear me?
Well, I guess I'm the only one here and it's recording. That's interesting.
Andrew, are you here? Andrew, can you hear me? You muted.
Yeah, till I'm here as well.
Oh, okay.
Apparently on Notify group, they created a new Zoom class.
So we were with Andrew, and I think that was even 15 minutes or maybe even more. And
No, I mean Freddy fucked it up.
okay,
So
that's what we thought.
probably
So
Karma is a bitch because he wanted to have his computer hacked and doing this.
yeah,
We
actually, it
can
happened.
go.
It seems like it's happened in reality. Somebody hacked the system and
Yeah,
they made an ass for
exactly.
them.
Exactly.
Looks like the
Would you like
recording
to?
is on. The recording is on.
Yeah,
Should
I'm
that
not
be?
sure where this recording is going and what happened. Send request. I don't have any permission. Should we join to the new link from? Do we need the link? Just give me a second.
Thank you, Florin. Thank you.
Oh, Notify. Come on.
We're glad you're here. You know how to use these systems.
Yeah. Stanislav. Okay. Copy link address. Zoom it. Zoom it. Yes. Yes. Well. Oh. Okay. Can
Thank you.
I can't unmute it. Okay. Join the new link, Andre. See you there.
It doesn't work for me for some reason.
Leave and join.